So it looks like our saviors, the provincial and federal governments, are what they say easing us into a slow opening of the economy. They're doing this for all benefits of Canadians. They're doing this they love us so much. Guys, they're here to save the day, even though they ruined the economy. Destroyed people's livelihoods. They made people stay indoors for, what is it going to be? Almost, when this is all said and done, it'll be about 8 weeks. All for, like I said 1,000 times already, about 120 people that have died in the province of British Columbia that's got a population of 5,071,000. So here we are on the official gov.bc.ca website for the British Columbia government. And hey, they got a restart plan, everybody. Yay, we can listen and now we can go out and live our normal lives. Well, really not so fast. In phase one of this whole shit show, they talk about which businesses are allowed to open. So now, of course, they're still dictating if you're allowed to open or not, and they're discussing what kind of social distancing measures are going to be in place. Things like, barber shops will have to have one seat empty in between any person getting a haircut. So basically, you have one person cutting hair, the next seat is empty. One person cutting hair, next seat empty. So basically, barbers, hair salons are going to be running at half full occupancy, meaning, of course, they're going to be getting half the income. So you tell me, how long are they going to be able to continue with their business if, once again, they've got all the same expenses as before? The expenses aren't in half, but the income will be in half. So how the hell are they going to be able to stay open for a sustained long period of time while the slow opening of the economy continues? It's just stupid. Anyway, so they got different phases of this. I want to go directly to phase 4 because that's what really interests me. Here they talk about, and this is supposed to be after September. They tell us to be determined. So phase 3 is June to September. So anytime after September is when phase 4 is going to be implemented. And let's just look at this. I'll break it all down for you. Conditional on at least one of the following. So we have to have the condition of wide vaccination, community immunity, or broad successful treatment. So I don't know what a broad successful treatment is. Wide vaccination obviously means that everybody, or a large majority of the general population, needs to be vaccinated by the flu, which they have dubbed COVID-19. And every other year, when people get the flu shot, even in the mainstream media, they tell us that the success rate of that flu is no more than 30%. So they're telling us that we need wide vaccination for a flu, and in most cases, usually in all cases, the rate of success, the success rate is going to be about 30%. So we're going to take a vaccine that's 30% successful. No, thank you. And you need these wide vaccinations in order to have regular activities such as large gatherings, conventions, live audience, professional sports, concerts, and international tourism. Meaning, I don't know exactly what that means. So we cannot receive a large amount of international tourists, or we can't go out of the country. I think it means people coming in. Well, how is that possible? Are we going to be policing other countries if they vaccinate other people? And how would they do that? And that makes me get into another topic now. If we need a wide vaccination rate for international tourism, that leads me to believe that you're going to have some kind of digital ID or some kind of passport, vaccination passport, like they've discussed in the papers and in the news, before we're going to be able to have tourists internationally come to our city and our country, our province. And that's going to be, if you think about it the other way, that means we're not going to be able to travel unless we've been vaccinated and we have some kind of proof that we've been vaccinated, either with a digital ID or some kind of immunity passport. And here they state the timing of a safe restart of nightclubs, casinos, and bars is a more complicated consideration, meaning they're not going to be opening up those bars, not even in phase 4. So say goodbye to nightclubs or casinos, say goodbye to bars, until they figure out how they can stop the spread of COVID-19, even though it only has a mortality rate about 0.0019% of the British Columbia population. Again, this whole agenda is being run by psychopaths and being implemented by complete idiots in the British Columbia government. These people are just simply puppets. They don't ask questions, and they just roll it all out. Do as they're told, like a bunch of bootlickers that they are. So this is the most important thing, in my opinion, to watch out for. All aspects of this whole scenario is very important, but phase 4 is when they try to widely implement their vaccination program, or what they call community immunity. And I'll do a quick search on that to see exactly what they mean. But that's the big one. This is being pushed by Bill Gates. This is being pushed by Justin Trudeau. And he even tweeted probably about a week ago, that he's speaking in communication with Bill and Melinda Gates from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in regards to how their vaccination program is going. So nothing is going to get back to normal. And like they stated, this is the new normal. Well, it's maybe going to be the new normal for some people, but I'm definitely not going to get any vaccine from some dirtbag who can't even control the viruses in his software program, Windows. Anyways, guys, I don't want to keep going with this video, but phase 4 is what we need to watch out for. They're not going to be discussing that or looking into that until after September. They don't have a date for the vaccines, because what they say is the vaccines are not created yet. I'm pretty sure they've been created. They just want to have the public outcry. They want us to beg to be vaccinated. And from what I see online and from the polls I see, even on mainstream articles, I don't think they're going to get the begging and the obedience that they want from the general population. Lots of people don't know about the New World Order. A lot of people don't know about the digital IDs, but many people realize that COVID-19 is a flu, and many people do not take the flu vaccine simply because they don't believe in it. They know that the rate that it actually helps to stop against the flu that they're trying to vaccinate from is, like I said, 30% or less. So why would we take a product that only protects us 30% or less? If we were going to use any other product that only worked 30% of the time, no one would use that product. No one would ever use a product that only works 30% of the time. But for some reason, these stupid governments that are in cahoots with corrupt and people like Bill Gates, who have a serious agenda to depopulate the world and push their vaccines, the people in power simply bow to these people, either because they're corrupt, they get kickbacks and they make money off of this, or simply they're just willing puppets or unwilling puppets, stupid idiots who do not have any common sense. Just because you're a public official definitely doesn't mean you're any smarter than me, any people in the general population. Many times the people in politics are just big mouths that are good at talking, but at the end of the day, they're complete, utter morons and idiots. Anyways, guys, watch out for phase 4. Do not trust the government. Do not trust Bill Gates. I'll put some of the proof in this video. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and share this video all over social media. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.